at week 3, which is wild to think we're already 3 weeks in. This is our second week with students. Our session 1 students over at our Hilton Head Island campus are continuing their work behind the scenes and performing in a chorus line. They are gearing up to go into tech next week. But in other news, we are opening our second campus. Our Essentials students get here this week. They're all moved into our Bluffton campus, which is really exciting. We have our Essentials staff in, Adam, Omar, and Reagan, who are going to be on this campus, kind of helping things run here, as well as a slew of professors who will be teaching our Essentials classes.
Here with SSTI Essentials, it is the largest group we've ever had, and we've actually completely reformatted the Essentials program. So now all the students are operating on what we call a mock college schedule. And somebody like me, who's freshly out of college, I can totally agree that this is what a day-to-day life in college looks like. So our students now are working with 6 faculty members. They start the day in a group session or in private classes. And your private classes is when we dive into each subject specifically. So acting, we're working monologues, and we're also doing group acting session as well. In music class, we are doing MT, performing the song. We're doing acting coaching in there as well, as long as working on cuts and doing music and looking at key changes and all things that may be new to these students that are so important in the college audition process. And then in dance class, we're working on technique, but we're also learning combos. And that's very, very true to what happens in the audition scene, not only professionally, but also for collegiate processes, is we're gonna learn a quick combo. You have to be able to pick up very quickly and then perform it at your best ability.
Yeah, I'm teaching acting the song work, so some focus on the voice, but a lot of focus on moment to moment. How do you move through the journey of a song? How does the character change and discover and shift over the course of it?
Thinking about, this makes me think a little bit about I Am What I Am too, right? That we're up here, we're on a stage, we're boldly declaring what we want to be and who we are, but there's still some of that doubt.
My main goal for them is for them to continue to develop the courage to make their own strong, bold, interpretive choices. That's really difficult, I think, for any performer, frankly, even people who are professionals, but especially at this age, to feel like my point of view on this is valid and I understand this story and I'm gonna bring myself and my subtext and my imagination to this song, to this written work. And so I'm really trying to get them to kind of break out of their shell and take some ownership of their songs.
Good, here we go. Okay. You blackmail your mother who sits on the school board to get Campbell transferred and ripped from the life that she knew. And your dreams come true. 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 Better. Yeah. Keep that inner life going.
SSTI has been so incredible so far because of, honestly, the faculty have taught me new things that I've never thought about before, even with, some training in the past. And getting to be around people who love the same thing I do as much as I do is really life-changing.
So we're doing some scene analysis and some scene study, but we're taking the monologues themselves and trying to activate the scene partner that will make the actors more present and physically alive in the room. We're playing some silly theater games that get people and students out of their bodies. The word of today, and one of the themes of this week is the verb to play, and which is a skill that we don't necessarily have to learn. We have to forget some things that we're supposed to do so that we can remember what we all knew how to do when we were little kids, which is to play.
So just as a contrast to the natural, kind of pleasant, bubbly energy that you carry around with you in the world, that in itself is like comedic gold.
Yeah, so in the Essentials, we're really preparing students to demystify the audition process through the monologues. And the idea is that there's a sense of play and freedom and becoming the most authentic version of oneself rather than trying to figure out what schools want and what they want.
Getting to work with some incredible professors from colleges that I see myself auditioning for in the future. And it's almost like being able to get an inside look at the programs, at the training, at the audition process, and it's made everything less scary to the point where I feel like I truly can succeed in this industry. Also, I've loved getting to meet new people from across the country and hearing their own experiences and love for a craft that we all share. And I love being somewhere where we all truly love what we're doing and having people surround me that support me and are always there to help me in my journey to become a better person and performer.
I am focusing on getting them ready to do their pre-screens, stuff that every pre-screen is going to be looking for, to make sure that they have the proper technique, or for those that may not have had a lot of training, to help them with their abilities so that they feel better about their pre-screen.
7, 8, and 1, 2, and 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, hold 2, 3, and 4, and 5, 6, 7, jump 8. You were right. You were just like, you second-guessed yourself. Okay. Yeah, don't second-guess yourself. You're fine. Okay.
A lot of work on turns, because it's always very important, and also people get hesitant when they start to turn. As soon as you say turn, they get, panicky, and I want them to realize it's not a big deal. And I also work on combinations, because I'm totally fine with if they want to take a piece of the combination to put it in their pre-screen, go for it.
6, 7, 8, and 1, 3. So what happened to the arms there? What? Yeah?
And I love being here. I think it's one of the most amazing programs. Ben cares so much about these kids. The faculty care so much about them that I think it makes the program very special. It's different this year as it's bigger. We have 2 sessions going on at the same time. So while it's different, it's exciting because every third day, I see the kids that are with the other professors. So we get to enjoy both sets of students, which is amazing.
What I love about Essentials is dance isn't necessarily my strong suit, and this has really pushed me. I know. It definitely has passed like a breaking point. And especially working on like acting skills, learning that acting isn't just in a monologue or just in a song, but through dance and using your body. And I think a challenge that kind of goes along with dance is I struggle with a lot of anxiety and having to push through. Like today was a little bit rough in dance for me, but I didn't leave, and I was like, I'm gonna keep going, and I'm gonna push through, and I did. And I'm so glad that I have all these people around me to support.
So something really exciting about this year is it's the first year that our Essentials students and our Session 1 students are living on the same campus. So the whole SSTI family is all in one place, which is super awesome and super exciting, and allows us to do some more joint activities together. We had a masterclass with Tucker Stampin, one of our SSTI alumni. They went here way back in 2014 and now are an agent associate in New York. So they had a little masterclass with us talking a bit about the industry and agents and representation.
Director, it's my job to work on a show and find people for the show. When I'm an agent, it's my job to work with people and find shows for the people. So
we also had a theme day this week. Wednesday was squad day. Each session with all the students were split up into squads of 4 or 5 people, and they were all supposed to choose a sort of group dress up kind of deal. My staff squad went as the Scooby-Doo gang. We actually twinned with another squad, and that was really fun on campus. And in the evening we were supposed to combine campuses again and have a series of squad games, a little game night, friendly competition. That was derailed a little bit. We did get into some inclement weather. Thankfully, our videographer is a meteorologist, so we were able to have some forewarning about it, but we did in fact we were under a tornado watch and then a tornado warning on campus, but our staff jumped into action, got all the students downstairs and into a safe place. So though it derailed our game night a little bit, it was all taken care of, and it actually ended up, some students were like, well, the tornado was the most fun part of the week, which was really silly, but that was definitely a proud staff moment of being able to get everyone calmly and safely downstairs, and it really went off without a hitch, which we were really happy about.
All right, guys, we're bringing everybody back out in the hallways. Thank you for going in there and working the windows. That's just what you do if you're ever in an environment like that where there is severe weather.
So something else that's happening this week is Beach Day. I remember when I was a student, Beach Day was like a highlight. kind of take it as a reset before Essentials jumps into another week of classes with our professors, and our Session 1 students jump into Tech Week next week for our chorus line.